Welcome to the Total Boss Podcast, and I'm your host, Christiano Green, a podcast where we talk about finding fulfillment through self-development, being a leader of your own life, and getting the most out of it as well. Tenacity, originality, talent, authenticity, and being legendary. It's all about living your best life. Hello, all you total bosses out there, and welcome to another episode of the Total Boss Podcast. I'm your host, Christiano Green, a shadow healer and life coach for gay men, helping you get what you want by overcoming the shadows of your past so you can really live in the future that you really deserve. So what are we going to cover this week on the podcast? I wanted to make it a little bit more fun this week. And so I wanted to talk about gay men and dating, but relating it to the astrological, the zodiac matches that are for you, your star signs, basically, right? Now, whether you're searching for a long-term love, a summer fling, or just trying to figure out, what's this new person's, love language that you're dating, we've got you covered with this queer love and, covering the zodiacs as well. So we're going to talk about each star sign today. We're going to talk about, who you should just be friends with, who's going to be good for a hot summer fling, and maybe who you should be calling, and checking into, going, oh, this person may be someone that I should be watching out for in the future. So if you're ready, let's jump into these star signs here. So let's start with Aries. So when it comes to Aries, looking for, say, love language or someone for that, right? Aries like to do all the work needed to get a romance started. And, they like to keep the fire burning. They can really rush into relationships before committing, which is due to their fiery and assertive nature. And that excites confidence and bravado. So kind of what are some of the best long-term matches for Aries? Aries and Cancer feel at home in each other's presence. This can lead to a long-term relationship that can last years. Cancer will be reliable, and Aries will make sure they start projects and then take action as well. But the best chemistry, right? All of the fire signs with Aries, especially Leo, will share a lot of sexual chemistry. The fire could go out, though, just as fast as the relationship started. So therefore, it'll bring explosive and passionate energy along the way. If you want to talk about just being friends and really good friends, the relationship between Aries and Libra is really just best on friendly terms because they're too different. Libra is chill and Aries is frenetic. So Aries and Capricorn will become the very best frenemies as they tend to boss each other around. So if you're someone who's an Aries or a Capricorn and you're noticing, I've got some issues with some Capricorns or some Aries, the opposite, whatever you are, it's probably because, you like to boss each other around and you just don't like being told what to do, which is fair enough. Let's move on to the Tauruses, which is me. Anyone else out there who is a Taurus, put your hands up. So basically, Taurus people, no one has bigger hearts than us, Taurians, right? We're ruled by Venus. Us bull signs, we like partnerships, we like romance, we like indulgence, instant gratification, and sex as well, right? Taurus do not shy away from expressing emotions, our desires, our indulgences, and sensuality at any time. So what would be someone who would be a good match for a Taurian, right? Something earthy like a Virgo will submit to Taurus in the relationship, which is great for the bull, who yearns to be the dominant force when these two, zodiac signs really come together. But when we talk about chemistry, who's the best chemistry together? Taurus and Sagittarius unite. They will share a passion that can really last for days. The only downfall, though, is, when they're not hooking up, they might argue nonstop due to the heated nature of their relationship. So if you're someone who's Taurian, Taurians are quite a friendly people, have lots of friends, but who are people who are just going to be good as just friends? That would be the Taurus and the Leo. And you may find the other attractive, of course, but it's best for these two to remain friends, as we will find that, this is not sexually compatible as well. Taurus will find Leo wants to receive, and not return the sentiment. And Taurians love to be flippity floppilies. We like to do versatile things around that as well. Let's move on to Gemini. So humor is one of the ways that Gemini expresses himself to those they adore. So if a Gemini is crushing on you, prepare to receive oodles of texts and calls. They're not that good at holding back their feelings at all, right? So when it comes to a pair that can really make a relationship work, Gemini and Virgo are one of them. Not only do they bring clarity to each other, but they see life through the same lens. The best chemistry, though, Scorpio will prove to be Gemini's kryptonite. Scorpio will know how to place a Gemini right off the bat. The air sign will create a playful atmosphere for Scorpio. Light-hearted times are ahead, of both these signs when they are together. But if you're looking to be just friends and you're realizing maybe there is someone out there that you, as a Gemini, have been attracted to or been curious about, Gemini and Aquarius are known to be the best partners in crime as long as they remain just friends. So these air signs will spend hours talking, laughing, and sharing gossip, which is a pastime they truly love doing together. So Aquarius and Gemini, who are there, they are partners in crime and they're bitchy gossip queens as well. So, if you like doing it, find someone who likes doing it with you as well. Next one we can move on to is Cancer. And so once you get past the tough exterior of this crab sign, you experience their loving hearts, which are full of gold and tenderness as well. They are loyal to the end. Cancer will never leave your side in any time of need. So the best, long-term love match would be a Pisces because they are compassionate and they are tender-natured. And this will be enough to push the crab into falling head over heels in love. After all, Cancer is looking for kindness and sincerity when it comes to their partners. When it comes to chemistry, Virgo and Cancer come together. They will spend days arguing or having lots of intense sex. So the drama will definitely become extra due to Cancer's emotional display of feelings as well. When it comes to just being friends, though, Libra will be a ride or die match for Cancer, as both will, try to work out problems that they experience with each other at all times. This pairing can absolutely lead to a long-lasting friendship as well. Let's move on to Leo next. So Leos are very generous. They will, shower their crush, the people that they're crushing on with affection without second guessing their emotions, proving to be a very loyal partner, even when they act dramatic in expressing their emotions, which is very common for Leos to do. So what is the best long-term match for a Leo? Aries and Leo are two peas in a pod. As long as they don't let their egos get ahead of themselves and don't act on impulse, they'll be able to have a long-lasting relationship. Best chemistry will be Leo will have intense chemistry with Pisces. Both are attracted to the other from the moment that they meet. The connection won't ever stop as both aim to please the other in and out of the bedroom. So what about being just friends? It's Virgo and Leo. They're just great buds. Leo is drawn to the way that the Virgo is able to make decisions, and Virgo finds that Leo makes him laugh a lot. So they can help each other grow and actually move towards their goals, but maybe best as friends in that regard, because sometimes you just need a really good friend by your side who's going to push you, who's going to call you out, right? And that's what Virgo and Leos do to help you get where you need to go. Talking about Virgo, let's jump on and talk about Virgo. So Virgo, they like consistency and kindness in their romance. So never one to really complain. They'll put anyone on a pedestal who makes them feel like they're number one and the most important person in the world when they're alone with their boo. So who's the best long-term love match for a Virgo? So we've talked about this before. Virgo vibes the best with Cancer when it comes to long-lasting love. Both need to accept each other, though, for who they are without judgments for it to work, which shouldn't be a problem for both of them as well. Best chemistry, oddly enough, Sagittarius' lofty visions can make Virgo want to reach for the stars. Virgo will be encouraged 100% to come out of their shell and let loose, something that they rarely ever do. Being just friends with the Virgo vibes with the earth and signs the most because they have similar perspectives. So Virgus and Taurus can create many memorable times together. Add in Capricorn for an Instagrammable evening full of light and laughter. Us earthy signs, we really know how to have a good time together. Let's move on to Libra. So Libras, they need lovers who acknowledge their needs as much as their own, to tip them over the edge in a good way, but to still keep the scales in the relationship equal. Who's the best long-term match for a Libra? That would be Gemini and Libra. We're both, they're both air signs, which means that they will have a lot to chat about 24/7. Also, they are open to anything in the sack and will try anything once, twice, or even thrice, right? When it comes to chemistry, Taurus and Libra are both ruled by the intoxicating planet Venus, right? And they can have a lot of fun together. It might not last a long time, but it really will be a good time. And when it comes to friendships, Sagittarius and Libra will want to check out the local scene and attend concerts together. Activities that open their mind and are exciting are the best way for these two to let their hair down and just have some fun. Let's move on to Scorpio next. So the most intense of all the signs is Scorpios, and they are very passionate lovers. So while they don't have too many rules in the bedroom, Scorpio requires strict loyalty. Very, 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 very important is loyalty. So long-term matches for the Scorpios, Scorpios like to dominate, Pisces every move. So if you're a Pisces looking for a military type of lover, then run toward this passionate alliance. It will work out well because Pisces likes the playful control. Their best chemistry though, Aries and Scorpio. They know how to get down with each other. Get down with each other. Translation, they know what turn-ons work and how to communicate their needs. So they're very good at saying what they want in the bedroom. Gemini and Scorpio, though, they share the same snarky and sarcastic humor, which is why they'll immediately connect. The two will even pair together on game night at a karaoke to win and make beautiful music together at the bar. It's time for some Geminis and Scorpio to be some really good friends and have some fun as well. Moving on to the Sagittariuses of it all. Sagittariuses doesn't conform to any rules in love, as they're the ones who make up their own paths in romance. In order to love a Sag, you'll lead through the midpoint of logic and desires. What's the best long-term match for a Sagittarius? They'll really only commit to someone who fully trusts them and lets them be free. And Aries is a great match for Sag, as they're always down for an adventure and believe in all their words. Best chemistry, though, Cancer and Sagittarius. They share a lot of interests. Their love of exotic foods, flavors, and desire to see the worlds will reunite them. However, they both have very combustible emotions that can lead to problems down the road. And if you're someone who wants to understand about friendships, opposites can totally become fast friends. So when Gemini and Sagittarius chill, right? As long as they have thoughtful conversations and discuss the different philosophies on life, then these two mutual signs will be able to have a lifelong relationship as well. Let's move over to the Capricorns of it all. Capricorns give unconditional love and spoil those they care about with affection and even gifts. They want a lover who appreciates the finer things in life, just like themselves. So what's the best long-term match for a Capricorn? Capricorns will get along with Libra the best because they're air signs and won't fight back as hard in arguments and opt for harmony in the home front. Quiet and peace are things Capricorn loves when they're off duty. Best chemistry, though, the sexual chemistry between, a Capricorn and a Scorpio is off the charts. They will indulge the other without hesitation and find similar situations to be pleasurable. Both are down to explore each other on a deep, and I'm saying deep level. If you want to just be friends, though, the Geminis and the Capricorns understand each other's hustle. Therefore, they'll always cheer the other on to succeed in all that they do. This friendship will stand the test of time if both signs grow together throughout the years to come. Let's move on to the Aquarius of it all. The heart of an Aquarius is more attached than the other zodiac signs. The reason being is that the water bearer prefers to use their mind and to observe situations before diving in and exposing their innermost feelings. When it comes to like a long-term love match, Aquarius and Libra unite. They will stay together for the long haul, for the long haul, I'm saying. The conversation will never be boring or run dry, which is important, to both of the zodiac signs as they live through communication. Now, chemistry-wise, Aquarius will never have an explosive affair or romance due to their aloof nature, but they will share a lot of similarities with the Scorpio due to their need for transformation and growth, which are characteristics of this water bearer. You're talking about friendships as well. Gemini and Aquarius have the potential to be the closest of scholastic friends. This relationship will mostly be based on intellect, which means both parties will opt to chat about philosophy, politics, and their favorite books or movies as well. Let's move on to the last sign that we have here, which is Pisces. Now, Pisces are known to trust their intuition when it comes to partnering up or having a casual affair with someone. They don't go home or spend time with anyone who doesn't align with their emotions or gut feelings. Best long-term love match for a Pisces is a Cancer because they get along the best when it comes to the astrological sign history. The reason being is because they both will give the other structure and a support to accomplish and attain their dreams in life. When it comes to chemistry, though, although Sagittarius and Pisces are both traditionally ruled by Jupiter, they rarely see eye to eye and argue a lot, which does translate to some tension. They can have fun when they hook up if they save the drama for the bedroom as well. And when we're talking about friendships, the queer pals who do everything together, these are them. So think of Scorpio as the BFF who'll make reservations for brunch, give sound advice, be a shopping companion, and is a sound shoulder to cry on for a Pisces. So that's all the information we have to cover when it comes to a bit of who's who and who's connecting when it comes to, finding a long-term partner, some sexual chemistry and friendships as well. So I thought I'd share some of this there. It's a little bit of fun for an episode because, again, I know out there, dating can be tough. It can be frustrating. And, you maybe have been doing it for months, even years, without really having some luck. So really have a think about, can you bring back some fun into the dating world? Because oftentimes, if you see it as a chore, then it becomes hard work. But if you see it as something that can be fun and exciting, you actually can make it something that becomes a bit of a hobby until you find the right person that comes your way. So really have a look at your outlook. How are you seeing things when it comes to dating? Because if you want to really find someone, you've got to enjoy the process. You've got to really get out there and put it out there so that you can really connect to the right person. Because if you're hating it and you've gone on 20 dates and they're all shit, you're going to go into the next one with that same energy, right? So you just got to keep that good energy, keep moving forward, and you'll see that there'll be a difference when it comes to dating for yourself as well. All right, guys, I'm going to be back next week with a brand new episode. But if you've got any questions, you've got any comments, you want to talk about your star sign, and I can share with you a little bit more in depth than you, then comment below or send me a private message on social media, and I'll support you in any way that I can possibly. All right, guys, until next time, you've got this, and I've got you. Bye for now.